there's no technical barrier to doing this kind of stuff. None. And he's done it. The infrastructure requirements are already in place. There's a lot of work being done on the software behind smart grids. I was over at a conference in San Antonio earlier this year, or last month, an SAP conference around the advanced metering infrastructure and the software behind that. That's all in place. This is a smart meter. So basically you'll have one of these on the side of your house. It will consume pricing information from the utility, and you will then have a device connected to that which will communicate with the devices in your house. So all those kind of things are in place. What are the barriers to participation right now? The main barriers to participation, I think, are regulatory more than anything else. There's no technical barriers. So the only thing that's stopping it is it needs to be done. These things take time to roll out. I know ESB are working on it. I mentioned that conference I was at in San Antonio, there was an ESB representative there. So this is going to happen. It'll take a little time, but we're going to get there. A guy called Jock Gill made this quote, and I think it's really good. The electronet presumes that every citizen is a producer and seller of electricity, as well as a consumer of electricity. So again, when we talk about prosumers in the Web 2 space, we'll now have prosumers in the electrical space. So, I'm sorry about the bullet points. I try and avoid bullet points on my slides as much as possible. But you can see there a quick run through the various touch points on why Electricity 2.0 is going to be so much like Web 2.0. Why is this important? Well, the 2007 IPCC Climate Change Synthesis Report said, as global average temperature increase exceeds 3.5 degrees, model projections suggest significant extinctions of 40 to 70% of species assessed around the globe. That's why it's important. Why is it critical? Rajendra Pachauri, and I'm probably murdering the pronunciation of his name, the chair of the IPCC, said if there's no action before 2012, then it's too late. What we do in the next 2 to 3 years will determine our future. This is a defining moment. Now, Rajendra Pachauri, as the chair of the IPCC, you've got to remember, he was a Bush appointee. He was appointed chair of the IPCC by George Bush because the previous incumbent was too alarmist. So this is the conservative viewpoint. This is the moderate viewpoint. So we really need to get our asses in gear on this. Thanks very much. I can do a quick data center one as well if you want. Yeah?
Right.
Do you want to do questions on this now and then move to data center, or
maybe
data center?
Maybe we can take the questions at the end, because
okay.
we're going to stop with questions.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.